What's up, Leaf Nation? It's your guy on the couch here discussing Maple Leaf issues, wins, losses, everything, every day, well, every game day anyway. And tonight, we're in Seattle. Sleepless in Seattle, which is probably what most of you fans have been feeling after the Leafs' last two games, losing both to Calgary and Vancouver. Been having some sleepless nights, I bet you. But anyways, let's get right into it. Let's take a look at some numbers here. All right. As usual, you see both teams' records. Leafs are still looking good at 30 and 12, right? Seattle, 16 and 28, not so great. They probably thought they were going to come out this year hot like the Vegas Knights did a few years ago. But I don't know. Their draft wasn't that great compared to what Vegas did, their year. But anyways, looks like they're going to be picking probably within the top 5, top 10 this year. Not bad for a typical expansion team. They do have a decent enough home record and an away record. Leafs have a great away record. So, again, this has that feeling of another trap game, right? Shitty team against a really good team. Grubauer's been struggling. Who knows? This could be one of those nights where he looks like a Vezina winner, right? Like it's what's been happening to the Leafs. It's happened to the Leafs at least 4 times this year that I can recall, where a goalie really stole the game from Toronto. And I'm thinking off the top of my head here. I know Shesterkin did it once, maybe twice, but definitely did it once against the Rangers. Markstrom was excellent the other day. Vancouver's goalie, Demko, right? Phoenix. So really, I'd say about maybe 5 times this year, a goalie has actually stolen a win from the Leafs. Most nights, the team just plays well, and when they lose, they just can't find the back of the net. Can't say every game they've been goalied when they lose like that, but it's happened a few times. But hopefully not tonight. Hopefully that stops tonight. Like, I'm ready for a win again, boys. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Like, tired of these goalies beating us. While even Bruce Boudreau said it on Saturday after the game. He's just like, that team deserved, a win. Well, he didn't say deserved the win, but he was like, that's a good team. And our goalie stood up tonight. If he hadn't have stood up, we probably lose that game. And it helped that, they started on time and the Leafs didn't. But anyways, let's talk about this game some more. So let's check out here the last 5 games with these two teams. For you Leaf fans, you already know what's been going on the last 5 games here. We won 2 games against New Jersey, and then 2 games New Jersey, beat Carolina, and then we've lost our last 2. Seattle, on the other hand, looks like, they're win-lose type of situation here. Nothing really happening in Seattle. They're just, I guess, riding it out for this year. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to do anything. So it is what it is, right? Let's check out the stats head-to-head. The Leafs are dominating here in every category. I don't know. Again, it's a David versus Goliath type of deal tonight. And unfortunately, what I hate is the fact that the Leafs never show up for these types of games. I shouldn't say they don't show up for these type of games. It's just they never get the desired results in these types of games. And it happens more often than not with this team. And I absolutely hate it. Right? Like we all do. We absolutely hate it. It's a Leafy thing to do. Anyways, so there's that. We should win this game, right? If you look at these stats, we should. But who knows? Here are the team leaders for both of these squads. Maddie's obviously leading in goals scored, points. Mo's got 24 minutes in ice time. Campbell's got 21 wins. By the way, Jack is back in net tonight. No Peter, which, I'm not disappointed, but I kind of wanted to see Peter play a few more games before, giving him the hook. But whatever, Jack's back. Hopefully he can find his game tonight. We really need Jack to find his game tonight. Or we might have some serious goaltending issues here. And if that's the case, would Dubas look to maybe acquiring a goalie? But if he does, what kind of message are you sending to Jack? If you acquire another goalie, I'm pretty sure Jack's gone in the summer, right? And if Jack's your guy moving forward, I don't know. I don't think you want to send him that kind of message by acquiring a new goalie. Although, me personally, I wouldn't mind Marc-Andre Fleury if he's available. I think he'd give this team a huge boost in net, playing behind a better defense than Chicago, better offense. Math is the kind of goalie that can, he can probably win you around for sure. He's done that. I don't know if he can do that at his age now, but he's definitely got a history of winning you rounds and winning you games when it matters, right? So that's definitely somebody that I would like if Kyle is looking for another goalie, right? You'd send over Mrazek, bring in Fleury. I like that, actually. I wonder if Chicago would do that. Then you can have a Jack with the veteran leadership of Fleury tandem. Oh man, that sounds good to me, actually. Maybe that might keep Jack around, right? I don't know. Maybe Jack will be like, okay, I'm still your number one starter, but I got this guy who's won cups behind me to support me when I really need that, as opposed to Mrazek, who's just, just another good goalie, right? But yeah, so that's what's popping in my head. But let's talk about some news around the league as well. The Leafs recently, actually over the weekend, signed Joseph Woll to a 3-year contract extension worth $766 annually. That's $766,000 annually. So he's going to be around as insurance for at least the next 3 years. That's good. Just in case you can't sign Jack this year because he wants a ridiculous contract, you can at least start with Woll and Mrazek, right? You got that there. So that's a good backup situation here for the Leafs. I like that. Some good news coming out of Ontario today. So the government is going to allow 50% capacity now at Scotiabank, or ACC for some of us OGs, right? I'm forever going to call it ACC. I don't care if it's Scotiabank. You're not sponsoring me. I don't need to call you Scotiabank, right? So, yeah, the ACC, 50% for both the Leafs and Raptors, Ottawa Senators, but nobody cares about Ottawa up there. Anyways, but yeah, that's what's going down now. And hopefully it's looking like by March 14th, we can get back to 100% and have the ACC roaring again. Well, not really roar. Maybe those guys have been starving for some hockey. So maybe they might get loud now. You know what I mean? But either way, there will be fans in the building again very soon as this Thursday. And I'm excited for that 50% capacity. I'm super excited to have that atmosphere again for the boys. Maybe that's what Jack needs to, get going again. Hopefully he does that a lot sooner though, tonight sooner. You know what I mean? Anyway. So tonight, today there was a trade, and normally I wouldn't talk about this, but trades happen and I kind of like to discuss trades. So today, the Montreal Canadiens sent Tyler Toffoli to Calgary for a first, a fifth, and Emil Heinemann. I hope I said that name right. Heinemann? Whatever. It is what it is. So basically Montreal's, I guess they're throwing in the towel now. I mean, they basically did at the start of the season. But now it's official. They're trading away their players. So, it's ready to go. Rebuild time. Let's go full steam. which I think personally, I think they're like 2 years too late for this. Like, they probably should have done this 2 seasons ago, prior to the start of the pandemic. Like that year, they weren't going to make the playoffs that year. But if it wasn't for the NHL's play-in that gave them some sort of hope, um, again, they got into the playoffs and won a couple of rounds. And I guess Bergevin thought, hey, let's double down on this. So the next year, you know, if not for another like a shortened season, they somehow make the playoffs again, and this time go all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. And as a Leafs fan, that absolutely pisses me off because we definitely should have won that series. But again, we choked, right? That's the Leaf thing to do. We choked and let this worthless piece of crap team beat us and watch them go to the finals. Actually, just after that happened, I just threw away my remote and didn't watch any hockey until game six, until game 6 of the finals between Montreal and Tampa Bay, which I enjoyed watching Tampa whoop their ass. That's what I needed to get over the season and the playoffs for me. Like that's what I needed, right? I wanted to see the Habs lose. I don't care if they're the last remaining Canadian team. I'm not that guy. If it's not the Leafs, I don't give a damn, right? That's it. Toronto, or I'll watch regular season games, but when it gets down to the serious stuff, it's Toronto or nothing for me. That's it. That's how I roll. I hope you roll like that too, because that's how you support your fan base, right? That's what's up. Anyways, so that's that. Montreal's made some trades. Hopefully the Leafs can make some trades soon. There's one thing I wanted to talk about actually here too. I wanted to show y'all this article that popped up on my timeline on Twitter just the other day. I think it was last night or early this morning. But anyways, Howard Berger's at it again. This guy doesn't stop, right? Am I right? Forever with his Leaf propaganda here. Like, come on, man. The season's not even over yet, and this guy's already talking about who are the Leafs going to trade before the start of next season, Marner or Nylander. And as a fan of both of these guys, I really fucking hope we don't trade neither one. Mind you, they both piss me off at certain times of the year, but that's what they do, right? Mitchie sometimes just pisses me off because he tries to do way too much. Sometimes when he seems like he should be shooting, he's just looking for Matty, and that annoys the shit out of me. And in the playoffs, I think that really hurts the team because, everybody just defends Matthews knowing that Mitch isn't going to shoot the puck. And that's what annoys me most about Mitch. When it matters the most, he's not clutch. But he has great regular seasons, always razzle-dazzling all the time. But in the playoffs, I don't know what's up with this man. William Nylander is different, though. And his regular seasons are great, too. The only thing is, with Willie, is sometimes he just does not feel like playing hockey. He does not feel like trying hard. And I don't care what the Nylander stands say. It's obvious. Like, it's true. It's right there. You see it every night. He's had a shitty, month? I get it. He's racked up the points, but I think he's minus 13? Him and Tavares, whenever they're on the ice, it's not been good. And I don't give a damn how much you love him. I love him too. But you got to call out his faults. When he's not working out, he's not working out. Willie needs to get his shit together right now. Tavares needs to get his shit together. Kerfoot hasn't been as bad, but as a whole line, they've just been terrible lately, right? So hopefully that line snaps out of that shit tonight and actually starts producing and not leaving it all up to Matty and Mitch to get shit done. Oh, I can't forget Bunce either. Bunce has been great as well too, right? But you get what I'm saying. We can't leave it up to just those guys to get it done. We need that extra support. I get so fired up with this shit because that line is just pissing me off right now, along with Justin Hall and Jake Muzzin. But I feel like I talk about those guys pretty much every episode now. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't do it. I shouldn't do it. Right? No, fuck it. Let's do it. Justin Hall fucking sucks. He does, man. Like, that dude's got to go. Like, put him in a rocket and fire him into the sun or some shit. Like, he's got to go. I can't. Like, trade him to Phoenix. Like, let him go chill out in Phoenix. I don't care where he goes. Just get him off this team. Again, like I said, Babcock may have been onto something here when he decided, I don't want to use this guy. He doesn't know hockey, and you can see it. And maybe, like, we got a little bit lucky when Keefe took over because Muzzin carried Hall for probably those first 2 seasons with Keefe, right? And made him look a lot better than he actually is. And now that Muzzin's declining, we're seeing who Justin Hall is. Muzzin isn't there to support him and back him up anymore, and we're seeing how shitty he is. He basically lets any forward have his way in the offensive zone. Doesn't pick up a man, doesn't block shots barely. Forever out of position. I don't understand what this man's trying to do most of the time. Like, I don't. And I think his days are done in Toronto. Like, that, he's got to go. I know he's on a cheap contract, but shit, he's got to go. And I'm not saying Dermott is his replacement either, because Travis Dermott, to me, is fucking terrible as well. Like, when it comes to Travis Dermott, I'm sure is a fantastic human. Same for Justin Hall and Jake Muzzin. These guys, I'm sure, are absolutely great people. But I'm talking about my team here, and when it comes to my team, these guys are shitty hockey players. I don't like them at all as a hockey player, right? Like, Dermott, I feel like he's got shit for brains on the ice. Like, dude, stop with all the spinning and all that shit that you be doing and just make plays. Get the puck and move it out. Pass it to your forwards. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, I get passionate about this because I hate seeing shitty players on my teams, man. And it annoys me. Shitty players, shitty coaches, anybody that's shitty that represents my team, our team, I don't like having around. I don't like our team losing. You know what I mean? So yeah, when these guys, join our team and they make us look bad, I'm going to say something about it. And right now, Justin Hall, Jake Muzzin, Dermott lately, because he's been scratched, hasn't been an issue, obviously, right? But that's what we got to deal with in the salary cap world. Hopefully we can get some huge upgrades. The thing about, you got to give up something to get something, right? At least going to have to give up a bit more now this year because, they got a few more issues than they thought they would have had. But anyways, that's what's up. But that's my show today. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold up. Before I go, I wanted to mention one thing. The NFL halftime last night, was that shit fucking dope or what? No, I got so hyped when that started. And I was like, I was already excited because, Kendrick, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Mary J, and M were there. And then they topped it off. I'm like, 50? This shit brought me back to high school. I was all kinds of excited, ready to go. It's like, go shout it. It's my birthday. But, it is what it is. I was pumped. That was awesome. I'd like to see the NHL incorporate shit like that at the All-Star game to make it exciting even more. Like, I think if you we got a banging intermission coming up, you probably get a few more people to watch. Mind you, the All-Star game will still be boring as hell, but you bring out some dope artists instead of that. No offense to the country people, I love me some Garth Brooks sometimes. I know one song, But like, you need some dope music up in that. I don't care if you bring back some old school grunge musicians, do it up. Do what you gotta do, but enough with the country stuff. I'm tired of the country music. Bring me some, I don't know, Silverchair or something. Bring me Silverchair. Bring me Bush X or Bush, right? Or who else did we have growing up? Who else can I think? Smashing Pumpkins. There we go. But like, I don't know. Bring up some dope people. Let's do it. Get the crowd like hyped up. Get me hyped up. I didn't even watch a single weekend this weekend of the All-Star game at all when it came on. I had no interest. I didn't give a damn about goalie saves and shit like that. It's not entertaining. Like, y'all got to spice it up. The league is not creative, man. When it comes to being creative, this league is fucking lacking. Like, lacking big. Anyways, I just wanted to mention the halftime show. That shit was bomb. I love that. And I hope we get to see more of that. And I hope the Leafs win tonight. I hope we win tonight. The Raptors are also playing tonight. They're playing New Orleans at 8 o'clock Toronto time. Right? So let's get excited for that. We can watch that before the Leaf game starts. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know what you're going to do. You should probably be doing that too. So let's do that. And we'll talk after the game, or we'll talk as the game's about to end. I don't know yet. We'll see. But either way, it's been a blast talking with y'all tonight, or this afternoon, this evening. We'll talk again soon. Thank you for joining me here on Guy on the Couch Sports. Peace.